So this exercise doesn't really have a name, but its goal is to be able to build more extension in your upper thoracic spine and your lower cervical spine. And so where that is pretty much above my hand and below my hand, so kind of in this space. And for a lot of people, especially people whose heads sit forward like this, you can see that the shape over here is curved this way. So it's flexed. And what we want is for it to be able to go into extension as well. The flexion isn't bad, but if you don't go into extension, then all those joints don't get their replenishment of fluids, and you just kind of end up getting harder and harder to get back there, and you get stuck in this position. And part of the reason that's significant is it can have trickle down into other areas of your body. So if my head is down like this, then it affects my shoulder range. I can't lift my shoulder higher until I actually bring my head back, and now I can get up there. Or for example, my head. If I'm in this position, it makes it harder to rotate. So if my head's forward, it's harder for me to rotate. If I come up nice and tall, then I can get all the way around. So it's a good range to have capacity for. I think a lot of people will go into like their foam roller and try and roll back and try and extend their spine. But the trouble is that requires a lot of strength through the front. And for a lot of people, they don't have that amount of strength yet. So a good way to do it is to just lay on the ground with a passive support in that spot. And how that'll help, if I put the towel where my hand is, then my head has to go past the towel so that it can contact the ground. And what this allows is an extension to be created through this upper back and lower neck area. For some people, it might feel a bit uncomfortable on the neck just because they haven't got flexibility up at the head and the neck joint. If that's you, then just don't roll it so thick. Maybe go a bit of a distance, a little bit less. If that's still uncomfortable, then you might need a different exercise. You might need exercises that give mobility for your head movement. So all you do is lay on the towel on that spot. So the edge of the towel is right around where my shirt finishes up. And I just lay here and I just breathe and just relax. So you might hang out for 2 or 3 minutes and just do some breathing. You could count your breaths if you'd like, or you could just relax and not worry about doing anything in particular. And after a while, I've repeated doing this, you'll start to feel that when you come back up into your standing or sitting posture, that it gets easier to bring your head back. And you can see it's actually not my head movement, it's my ability to move this area of my back. It's going from this position into an extended position. And notice I'm extending here. I'm not extending down here. I'm not doing this. I'm just lifting up the top of the rib cage while the bottom of the rib cage stays where it is. So all those ribs are moving further apart. Give this a daily go. You could start your day with it, but there's no perfect time. Just more and lots of it in little bits. Kind of snack on it.